Hi, beautiful soul. Thank you for being here, mostly in the moment with me, Mystic Mia Moksha, for another Love Pick a Card reading. We're looking at what they think will happen between the two of you from now until the rest of the year. This is a timeless reading, so it will resonate at whatever point you watch this reading. We have 4 piles here. You may choose a pile based on the number, the image, or the crystal that resonates with you. I just want to say thank you so much for your lovely comments, your likes, and your support of this channel and my soul mission. Thank you very much. You know I pay it forward. My soul mission is to help others with their soul mission, so thank you so much for joining me here today. I really hope you enjoy the reading, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 112 with the red calcite. Let's look at what they think is going to happen between the two of you between now and the rest of the year. Okay, 6 of Swords. Okay, so they do think that you two are going to travel or see each other. It could be online, it could be just communication, but I see for most of you it's going to be in person. So for most people, there is going to be some sort of communication, reaching out. And if you see each other often, they do see you two meeting up together in the physical, or if you two are already in a relationship, like going somewhere, going on a trip somewhere, like a short trip. Oh, okay. Please give me time. I've never felt this way before. Let me have you in reverse. So they feel like everything's already settled between the two of you, like they already have you in the palm of their hands or something. Like, so either you're already in a relationship or you two already kind of agreed to kind of move forward with this. And so there is going to be a step forward, if you're wondering, if you both have already agreed to kind of move this connection forward. There is going to be a leveling up in some way, communication that indicates that, with plans and plans to travel, plans to move in together, plans to do something like that. So there's going to be talk of making plans, or there's going to be actually meeting up with each other more. If you're already in a connection with this person, there is going to be like a short trip that you two are going to be going on between now and the next end of the year. Yeah, because I feel like let me have you came out in reverse. So I feel like they already like know that they have you. They just want to take some time, but I feel like they know that they can't take too much time. Like it's better if they make some sort of move. Lovers. Oh my goodness, the Lovers card. Yeah. So for this pile specifically, you two are kind of already matched. And even if you two haven't like kind of declared it to each other, it's very well understood between you and them. So pile 112, like you two already know. Like you two are together, that this is going to move forward. There's already understanding about that. For most of you, you've already talked about that. For some of you who are already together, it's just kind of like maybe there was like a pause or a break or an argument, or maybe you two are ready to start on a new project or a new path together, and this is a big indication that that is in fact what is happening. At least what they think. They think it's definitely that they think they definitely already have you, that you two already matched, and it's going to move forward. Sweetness. I feel like both of you are acting very sweet towards each other. Because it came out in reverse, I feel like this is mutual. So both of you are acting very like lovey-dovey and sweet towards each other. So, I mean, there is a lot of warmth here. A lot of kindness, a lot of understanding, and knowing that this is moving forward between the two of you. Whether you think that or not, I'm not sure, but let's see. I was going to pull a card to see what you think is going on. 6 of Wands. Okay. So you definitely feel like there's success here, and you two have kind of reached a milestone. So I feel like something just happened recently or is about to happen where you two have an understanding that this is going to move forward, whether it's said between the two of you or it's just kind of understood. For most of you, though, that you two have talked about this is going to move forward. You feel very secure in this. You two are acting very sweet towards each other. You two are just kind of getting ready, prepared and ready. Give me some time. I've never felt this way before. You two are just getting prepared and ready for the next step. So it's exciting. Six of Swords, Six of Wands. There is forward movement here. Both of you think so. And let's see what Spirit says is going to happen. Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay. I feel like Spirit's like, yeah, you two are definitely untangling yourself from, like, I feel like there's like some like lack of clarity. Like the two of you weren't on the same page. You didn't know where this connection was going, and you two are definitely coming out of that from now until the rest of the year. Oh my goodness, movement. Yeah, there is this feeling of getting out of this energy of not knowing what's going to happen. Things are moving forward. Four of Swords. It's about time. There's something about, there was a pause or a space, or you two took some time off, or you two kind of gave the connection some space, some air, some time. You gave each other some time. Maybe you were trying to figure out if this is something you wanted. They were trying to figure out if this is something they wanted. You two were trying to figure out your future together. So there's a lot of that going on, but not sure if the other person wanted the same thing as you, not sure if the other person even wanted to move forward with you. And now, around this time now, I feel like for a lot of you, you already kind of know that it's understood, this is moving forward. You two kind of have taken enough time and space out. You have spoken to each other, you have seen each other, and you have decided to move forward, and there'll be evidence of that, because from now until the rest of the year you will be going on a short trip together to like solidify that you two are moving forward, or you two are going to be communicating about some plans, some concrete plans that you two are going to be starting off in the coming years. Okay. Carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. Yeah, so definitely. Yeah, so I feel like you're physically going on a trip with this person. 112, you're definitely going on a trip with this person. And if it depends on where you are in the connection. So you're either going on a trip with this person if you're in a relationship already, or physically around this person already, or you're making plans to take a trip, or move in with each other, or plan a wedding, or plan do some family planning, or planning to live in a location. Like, you're doing some planning in regards to the connection and moving forward for the future. Okay, just want to get where you're at. Wish will not be granted. Broken wishbone. It came out in reverse. So I think this is coming out of left field for you, because I think you're not putting expectations on this connection. Yeah, with the Six of Swords, Six of Wands, please give me some time. I think you kind of thought this break was going to end up differently. I thought you might thought that this connection was going to go its separate ways, that you two wouldn't be able to get on the same page, that you two will continue suffering in this connection, or this connection was going to be broken. So I think you kind of broke away from this connection, or you're didn't really have expectations. You didn't think this was going to work out. And then you're pleasantly surprised when you realize that like around now, because the Six of Wands came up, so like you have success. So I think you are totally ready to think and feel that this connection wasn't going to move forward, that it was going to be stuck here, or you two are going to separate. But then like the total opposite happened, and you'll see like proof that it's actually moving forward and it's not going to get stuck again, or it's not going, you two aren't going to separate from now until the next for the rest of the year. Okay, what does Spirit have to say about this? Nothing is written in stone. Yeah, so it still feels like it's kind of up in the air. And I think that's why you're kind of like, oh, is this going to be like, am I getting my hopes up? Is this going to crash and burn later rather than now? Like, is the same thing going to repeat? Are we going to continue being stuck? Are we going to continue separating from each other slowly? Like, is this, like, what's going to happen? Are we going to break up inevitably anyway? Like, are we going to stay broken up? Like, so you have this feeling that, like, this isn't concrete. Like, sure, we'll go on a trip. Like, sure, we'll make some plans, but is it actually going to happen? So this feeling of, like, nothing is written in stone. You weren't expecting this to turn out the way the rest of this year is. And I feel like you still have that feeling, like, even when you go on that trip or even when you're making those plans together, you're, like, kind of like, I don't know. I'm not sure. Even though this lovers cards came out, like, you both kind of feel like you're being very sweet to each other. I feel like because both of you thought that this wasn't going to happen, you're surprised things are looking up between the two of you and things are going positively, but that feeling where you think this is not going to happen still, both of you, they're still sticking around. So let's see what their higher self has to say to you. I made a mistake, yeah. So I feel like this is a situation where someone might have asked the other person for a break or to break up or to give it some time, or maybe there was an argument, or one person might have broken up with the other person, or one person might have said, like, I don't know if this is gonna work, like, I need to think about this, I need some time. So your person 112 is feeling like they might have made a mistake, and so that's why you go into this next segment of your connection, both of you kind of doubting the other person or doubting the connection, being sweet to each other still, feeling totally in love with each other, being cautious, being very cautious. Please give me some more time. Feeling like, hey, this is inevitable. We're going to end up together, but still being like walking on eggshells around each other, still going on trips, still making plans with each other, but kind of feeling like, I don't know if it's going to work out. They're still thinking the same too. And Spirit saying, you two have taken enough time out with from each other to kind of figure out King of Pentacles in reverse, and Queen of Wands. I feel like you two are kind of having so much fun together. You're being so sweet to each other. You can definitely feel the love between each other. It's so palpable that you two continue moving forward, just being kind of confident and happy and having fun. Like, you know, it's giving you confidence. It's giving them confidence. And you two are enjoying spending time with each other and making plans. So you two are kind of living more in the moment. And even if like even though you're making plans and even though you're like trying to take your trip and everything, and it feels like the connection is still like nothing is written in stone, it's still kind of rocky, unsure, not solidified. I feel like the two of you are like, F it, like, let's just confidently move forward. We're both being nice to each other, we're both playing fair. They admit that they might have made a mistake by whatever caused this break between the two of you. Yeah, 9 of Swords in reverse, 8 of Swords in reverse. I feel like you two are just kind of undoing a lot of things that didn't go right before this break. And so both of you are like, whatever happens, like whatever is happening in the moment right now is to be cherished. I don't know what else to tell you. I know I feel like whether you both feel like you're gonna end up with each other anyway, but I feel like you two are just like gonna live in the moment, not care too much about the future right now, and planning things, going on trips with each other will only help like bring back some normalcy. You two don't really trust each other completely just yet, because it's not like you don't trust each other, you don't trust the connection, like you don't know if it's solid yet or not. And so instead of like thinking about that, you're just gonna think about like things as if they're good and things as if they would work out. And it's kind of like telling the universe, like, hey, if whether it's with this person or not, these are the kind of things I want to do anyway. This is the kind of connection I want anyway. So you both are being very cautious, having a lot of fun with each other, being very sweet, can feel the love with each other. Hanging out a lot, I'm getting with the Queen of Wands. I'm like, Spirit, can you like give a more accurate, like what will happen? King of Cups, you're discovering how to maintain balance within your emotional body and not let your feelings consume you. Lead from your heart space with a sense of emotional maturity, compassion, and creativity, and keep the lines of emotional communication open and sincere. So I feel like the two of you are undoing a lot of the things that kind of got you to where you are. So you might be actually talking to each other more honestly now. You might be actually talking to each other more with an open heart, because I feel like before this like space you two gave each other, you two were kind of on the verge of like not moving forward because of some, or you two did actually break up or decide to go on break because you two weren't communicating with each other honestly anymore about what you wanted, what was on your mind, how you were feeling. And so now that the possibility of the two of you ending it forever, possibly, it's actually bringing out genuine talks between the two of you, and you two are having a great time enjoying each other's company now. And Spirit is saying that is what you needed. That's the strong foundation that you needed to start a really healthy, good relationship. So Spirit is kind of leaving it up to you. You can definitely have this with this person. It's definitely you can definitely revive this connection. I'm getting you can find each other through this wreckage of a relationship. So I feel like this relationship had like a car crash, and both of you, made sure each other was okay, but they are kind of still shooken up, and you don't know where it's gonna go. And Spirit is saying you can definitely salvage this relationship. You can definitely like brush it off and start over and move forward positively, or you can use this connection with this person because it's positive now. Like I feel like whatever you two went through, maybe you found out that like maybe this isn't the person for you, but like now that you both think it's over, you can help each other and be yourself around this person and genuinely get each other to a better place to get into a healthier relationship next time. So you can use this connection however you want, but the rest of this year, Spirit is saying, it looks like you guys are going to have a lot of fun together. You're going to spend a lot of time hanging out and talking in ways that's really fun. There is positive movement forward. All right. I know it seems a little vague, but if you're in it, you know it, and the details are gonna hit hard if this resonates, if this is your situation. If it's not, there's other piles. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I would really like a like or comment if you resonated. I would really appreciate a comment, because this is such a specific and very like intense like situation, and I would love to hear about it in context, you know. But anyway, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 334 with the orange calcite. Let's look at what they think is happening between the two of you between now and the end of the year. The moon card in reverse. Okay, so I do feel like they feel like they're like, I'm going to express my emotions to them. I just know it. I just know something's going to trigger me, and it's all going to come pouring out. Like, just you watch. Like, I feel like they've been holding back a lot of how they feel about you, how they feel about the situation between the two of you. And they feel like it's just going to like pop, and it's just going to burst. And they're like, it's going to happen. Because I feel like this is the kind of person who kind of doesn't really share their emotions that much, or doesn't know how to share their emotions that well. And I feel an intense amount of love energy. It's very, very positive love energy that they have, but they haven't been able to express it. And they're not a kind of like especially lovey-dovey, or like go the extra mile with romantic words. Specifically, they might be romantic in their gestures, but not necessarily romantic with their words or expressing their love to you. And I'm getting from them, they're like, I have a feeling between now and the end of the year, like I'm going to just like pop, and I'm going to be a huge gushy mushy, like tears down my cheek, like blabbering out my feelings for them. I just know it. I feel like they've like reached their limit or something. I can't even look at you right now. I feel like you might notice that they turn their eyes away when they're talking to you, or that it's hard for them to keep eye contact with you. Judgment. They feel like they might be getting judged. Like they're about to like fall apart, and like just like go get on their knees and express their love to you, and they don't want you to judge them for that. They don't want you to judge them for kind of like releasing all this emotion and just kind of letting it all out, like being super emotional. They're really scared that it's going to happen, and when it does, that you're going to judge them very harshly for it. Protection. Yeah, they're trying to protect themselves from you, because I feel like they don't like being vulnerable. They feel like the reason that they haven't been able to tell you how they feel and everything is because you're very sharp with your tongue. I'm getting a silver tongue, so you might be very like blunt with your feelings sometimes. You might be very honest. You might be very raw. You might be really emotionally mature, or you might be able to express your emotions better than them. Or when you express your emotions, you might be very blunt, very harsh. And they know this about you, so they try to protect themselves by not becoming a huge like mushy ball of emotions. They're very good at keeping themselves like held back, keeping their tears in, not saying too much. But they even know, like, I feel like I'm gonna like explode at some point. I'm bottling it all up, and it's gonna just come out one day. And they have a feeling it's gonna be like, you know, sometime soon between now and the rest of the year. Okay, so just get a quick card pull. Hold on. Let me go one more. A ring, a marriage will take place, either romantic or business. And coins, money will be coming to you. Okay. Wow. Okay, let me pull a card quickly about what you think might happen between now and the end of the year. Okay, so we have the King of Cups in reverse and the Five of Cups. So you might feel like you have lost this person. And I feel like the coins is you. I feel like you've lost this person, so you're focusing more on money. You're like, hey, whatever. Like, if I'm not gonna get the ring, like I can focus on my job, my career, and focus on my finances. Like I can focus on my coin. I can focus on my home, more material things, your health. You're like, yeah, I have money coming in. Like screw this. If they don't want to be with me, then because I feel like with the King of Cups and the Five of Cups in reverse, like I feel like you thought you were losing them, and so you're like, I'm gonna focus on money then, like I don't want to think about that. If they're slipping away, if they don't want this, like I don't want to hear it. I'm gonna focus on my money. If this isn't gonna work out, like I wanna switch gears and focus on my money. Okay, and they, on the other hand, are actually thinking about proposing to you or bringing up marriage or maybe even popping the question or telling you that they're serious about this commitment. So the opposite. So you think they're slipping away and then they're thinking about the ring. They're thinking about marriage or whatever that next step is for you, the two of you. Oh my goodness. I can't even look at you right now because I feel like you might have been right. They might have been slipping away, or they might have been they might have never been slipping away. They just didn't know how to express to you that they felt so strongly about you. So you just thought that they didn't feel anything about you. And now here they are, beautiful pile 334, ready to give you a commitment. Wow. So let's see what Spirit says is actually happening for the two of you between now and the rest of the year. Or most likely going to happen. Temperance in reverse. Okay, so for me, temperance in reverse means like taking a risk. So I feel like one or both of you are going to take some sort of risk in this connection. Wow. The Magician, yeah. It's going to be magical. It's going to feel like a step in the right direction in all areas of your life. Okay, let's see. What else is happening? The High Priestess, don't see it coming. So it's kind of secret. So I feel like they might have been keeping their feelings for you secret on how big they are and how much they actually like you. So much so that you're kind of like, okay, they're slipping away. Let me focus on my coin, money, career, whatever. But then they've been kind of secretly planning something behind the scenes for this connection, and it involves more than just marriage. It kind of affects all areas of both of your lives. Okay, let's see. Balance, yeah, it brings balance because I do see business and romantic sides of things really work well. I dream about you too much. So they realize that not being around you, not being with you is not an option. So I feel like they finally explode because they realize that not being with you is not an option for them. They make a huge realization that they can't live without you, and if they don't say something or do something now, they're gonna lose you and do something that's very risky, take a huge risk in this connection. And it's kind of a secret, so that's why it's kind of like they've been kind of keeping this a secret. I don't think they meant to. It's just how they're built. It just comes out. They're pushing it down, and it just kind of comes up, become uber super romantic, and asks for your hand, or asks for you back, or asks for this next level of commitment with you. And 334, the number is really about having new realizations about your career and your resources and your ambitions and goals and the way you manage your life. So I feel like you've been kind of super focused on this connection. And as soon as you switch to focusing on something else, like your money or your work or your health or your home or whatever else, that's when they kind of explode and come onto the scene in such a big way and try to ask for your hand or ask for a commitment, or greater commitment. And I feel like you're thinking about all aspects of your life now, and not just the connection, not just the romantic part. So that's why things are kind of like seems like it's like balancing out, working out. Well, you're like, I'm not gonna get super obsessed with this connection, even if they ask for me back or ask for my hand in marriage. Like, I'm gonna take it slow. Tankard, celebration, fun, enjoyment. It's a time to celebrate. I feel like this is what you wanted, but now that you're like kind of handling things more in a more balanced way, you are, first of all, be getting a lot of money coming in, but you're also, I feel like you're happy that they come forward to you with a ring, with this commitment. Okay, what does Spirit have to say about this? Your angels are embracing you. So I feel like your angels are celebrating with you. Your spirit guides, spirit team are celebrating with you. They're really happy that this is happening for you. They approve. They've been kind of helping you along in this case. So I feel like what just needed to happen is that you might have been putting too much unhealthily amount of attention and effort and energy into this connection. And it kind of took away focus from other parts of your life. And as soon as you kind of switched your focus to other things, that's when they come in, and that's when they were able to kind of take action in this connection in a very big way. What's their higher self need to say to you? Please forgive me. It's kind of like how you might have been making a mistake by not keeping the other stuff in your life balanced. They were kind of making a mistake by not putting any energy into moving this connection into a commitment. So like, you two are very mirrored in that way. I'm going to pull a card to see like, why weren't they, like, what was blocking them from doing this before? Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, they weren't moving forward. They weren't moving towards commitment. They weren't even looking at it. And I think it's because they were stretched thin, I'm hearing. They were so stretched thin with the other things going on in their life that they weren't able to give proper attention and energy into this connection. Which is why you did what you did and they did what they did. They're coming back and saying, please forgive me. They're realizing that they might lose you, especially because you kind of changed focus. Like, they thought everything was okay because you kept giving focus to this connection. But as soon as you changed that, they realized like nothing was keeping the connection afloat except for your efforts, and nothing from their side. So they're coming back with a please forgive me and a ring. Okay. And last but not least, what is Spirit's advice for what's going to happen in this connection from now for the rest of the year? 8 of Wands. Where things might have been stagnant in your life, the pace is picking back up. You're ready to create change, whether in the form of communication or moving towards your plans or goals. Use this forward momentum to your benefit. Yeah, because like, I keep getting like, it's not just romantic, but I got business. So they might be, I feel like contracts are involved. So they might have a plan for not just like leveling up the connection between the two of you, but they also have a plan in mind for example, a home or the wedding venue, or like maybe they have like the person that's marrying the two of you in mind. Like they're already taking steps for that. If children are involved or joint custodies like that, they're already working on how they can work towards something that works for all involved. Yeah, I'm getting like definitely like living situation or even business. They might be thinking about other, like, because they're feeling stretched thin, then they might be thinking about other business opportunities or another job that they can pursue that can give them more time to focus on this connection. So pile 334, you got it made out. Like and you know, it seems like you were kind of giving up hope, and begrudgingly like moving your focus somewhere else. I feel like happily, like I feel like you're like, okay, you know what, I'm not gonna be sad that this connection is where it's at. I'm gonna change my focus and continue being happy. Like there's no reason. I'm working really hard. There's no reason I shouldn't be happy right now, today, this moment, right? So because of that, like, look what the universe is doing. And I feel like you put faith into this connection, energy and effort into this connection, and you didn't do it for any wrong reason. They might have not been able to kind of share that with you, but I think that after this, let me pull one more card. After the moon card in reverse kind of explode with these emotions towards you. Look at these fireworks, like the King of Wands. Like I feel like they continue to step up and be the leader in this connection and think of ideas for this connection, think of long-term plans for this connection. It's a huge moment. It's a huge turning point for the two of you. I'm really happy for you, 334. I mean, this makes me really happy. Please put like pink hearts in the comments if this really resonated, and fireworks, pink hearts and fireworks, because I'm like, this is making me, I feel like there's fireworks happening inside my body right now. I'm like really excited for you. Thank you for this beautiful energy, the 334, sharing it with me. I wish you all the best. Yeah. I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 667 with the Labradorite. Let's see what they think is happening between the two of you between now and the end of the year. Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay. I'm getting this kind of feeling of both of you are being a little flirty towards each other, a little bit romantic towards each other. At least that's what they think is going to happen between the two of you. I have so much desire for you, and it's in reverse. I feel like there's a lot of very sexual, sensual feelings between the two of you. You both are really feeling each other, really excited to see each other and think about each other, daydream about each other, have like romantic sexual dreams about each other. Like little hot flashes of like, ooh, they just made me feel all warm inside kind of feeling. So there's a lot of touch and go feelings of desire and romance and yeah, naughty thoughts of each other. Okay, let's see. Wow, did you see that? It was the Ace of Cups and it slowly turned reverse. So I feel like they were interested in offering something to you, like asking you out, or asking you to be their boyfriend, girlfriend, asking you out for a second date, asking you to for something. Like, I'm getting beginning stages, so it could be asking you to move in, asking you to come visit, asking if they could come visit, whatever like a beginning stages of the connection would be for the two of you. They were thinking of that, and then it slowly turned into both of you started thinking about that. So I'm getting one person might have thought like it wasn't going to work out. Maybe it was like long distance, or maybe it was like, one person, it was just a fun fling, flirty kind of thing. It was just kind of, you saw each other, you liked each other and talked a little bit, maybe hung out once, maybe went on one date and didn't really think much would come of it. But then slowly both of you started like kind of pursuing this connection more, and it's getting a little bit more exciting. It's getting a little bit more heated. Yeah, there's magic in the air. So I think like yeah, both of you kind of liked each other at like first glance, or in the first conversation, first chat, or I don't know, maybe this is something that's being revived, a reunion of some sort, and maybe you're just like, oh yeah, I remember I had a crush on that person, or they had a crush on me or something, and it was just kind of very casual. And it's like, yeah, casual crush, like cool, like yeah, this person's really hot, they think I'm really hot, that's awesome, like whatever. But then one person decided to reach out to see if you want to talk again or hang out again. And then you are thinking now like, oh wait, is there something here? Like, could this go somewhere? Is this something? is this something that could be real? Like, what's happening here? So I get that kind of feeling. That's from their side. Flag. Should not be tempted to lower your standards. Yeah. So I feel like if this is someone coming back, they weren't sure. Like, they were like, oh, like, I wonder how this person is. Like, I forget, like, like, all of that I thought of them back in the day, is that still true? Like, I wonder if they've grown and evolved as a person like I have. Like I feel like they're keeping their guard up, and then they meet you again, and then it's like, oh my goodness, this person is way better than I remembered. Like, they've definitely done so much with themselves. They definitely turned into such a better person. Like, I was thinking that they were going to be the same. Like, maybe they would have thought that I was the same, but no, like, look at us. We're like doing this. We're doing life right. And if this is something new, I feel like both of you kind of have your guard up, because it's kind of like they have their guard up, like, oh yeah, this person's just pretty, or this person's just successful, this person's just, like, who knows, like on first glance, oh yeah, like, this person must be so shallow because they look so good, or they must come from like a wealthy family, that's why they're rich, or that, they must be, maybe they're kind of too, like, I heard bitchy, or like, just kind of like mean to others, have disregard for others, like very egotistical, narcissistic. And then they talk to you and they're like, oh no, this person's freaking awesome. Like, this person is like everything I'm looking for and much more. Like, this person blows me away. Like, look at their kindness. Look at how they look how they dress. Look at their style. Look at what they're interested in. Look at like all this stuff. Like, but I feel like they have their guard up in the beginning because they don't expect you to kind of meet their standards, but once they talk to you, or once they talk to you again, you far surpass their highest standards. Okay. And it's good for that people have standards. You don't want to be with people who don't. And just gonna pull a quick one card for what you think might happen between you and this person from now until the end of the year. The Death card in reverse. So yeah, I feel like you're like, oh yeah, like oh yeah, this person really like changed me. Like, I remember like they said this about me and it really made me want to be a different person, or try harder, or change or do better or something like that. So I feel like if this is a person in your past coming back, like, you see them as like someone who radically changed your life, the way you see life, the way you conduct yourself, the way you like pursue your goals and your passions now. Like, I feel like this person changed you for the better, whether it was because of good things that happened between the two of you or bad things that happened between the two of you. Like, this person radically changed you. If this is someone new, good news. Okay. Like, you just kind of think like, oh yeah, this person is just kind of like, they're one of those like sexy people that just kind of does whatever they want to do, and they're not really serious about commitments, or volatile. Like, yeah, they might be fun for a night or a short-term thing, but they're just going to be a crazy person, and they're just one of those people that shakes your life up. Like, that's why they look so good, that's why they have this and that going for them. Like, they must live a crazy lifestyle. And then you start hearing good things about them. You might look at their social media, you might look at like the kind of work that they've accomplished, and even just like listening to the way they talk and the kinds of accomplishments they like describe, the kind of things that they've done, and like and also they're also a good listener. They don't just talk about themselves. You're kind of like mind blown, and what you initially thought of this person as just being someone who might be crazy lifestyle, just based on their looks, you kind of really judge them harshly on the way they look and they dress and the car they drive and the kind of work they do or whatever. I feel like, or, their lifestyle or their history or something like that. I feel like you kind of like kind of pass this person off as just being like, oh yeah, like, yeah, that person's obviously sexy and whatever, interesting, but they're not good relationship materials. Like, you kind of just like push them aside in your mind, and didn't really think much of it. But then they hit you back up and you're like, wait, is this something actually? And I feel like it starts that way for both of you, where you're both just kind of like, wait, I think I judged this person based on their looks right away, or based on, you know, other things. Like, you both really listen to each other. And I think that's rare. I feel like it's a quality that you pick up on each other, but don't really know what you're picking up on. It's someone paying attention and really genuinely caring what you say, more interested to learn about you, not focused on themselves. And yeah, wow, sparks flying, I'm hearing. Okay, so let's continue looking at what's actually going to happen between now and the rest of the year between the two of you. 5 of Swords, okay? Okay, that's usually means some sort of conflict. A 9 of Wands. A lot of hard work and effort. I'm getting like, both of you kind of put that guard up again because you have worked, I'm hearing we've worked too hard and for too long to end up in a shitty relationship. I'm hearing. So let's see. That's where it says it's going to actually. Do I know you from somewhere? So there is some sort of kind of like soulmate energy coming on here with 6. Feeling very familiar with each other. Because you actually do know each other, or because like there's that soulmate connection. 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so we have the 2 5s here. I feel like this person turns your world upside down. Why? That's important. Fear. Okay, so immediately you both recognize like, hey, this is someone real. And although there's a lot of fun in the beginning, a lot of learning a lot about each other, feeling like, you know, there's no red flags, it's all green flags, you know, nothing to worry about here. Immediately a sense of fear sets in, like, this is the one. Like, what if I'm jumping into things too quickly? What if I'm missing something? What if there's a red flag that I don't see? What if there's like a skeleton hidden in the closet? There's immediate fear because it seems like this person is too good to be true. Okay. A Bat. Take care. Enemies are working against you. Yeah. So this is your own ego working against you, your fear, your shadow side working against you. And of course, negative energies can try to manipulate this situation to make it even worse. So if you're doubting yourself and doubting this connection, like, you're going to see more of that doubt and your insecurities coming out, your fears popping out. So just be wary that because you two are soulmates, because you two are connecting on such a strong vibe, your ego is going to pop out and your fears are going to pop out about someone, like abandonment issues, putting a lot of energy and effort into a connection that doesn't work out, someone leaving you right after you fall in love with them. And yeah, Spirit is just saying that there's a little bit of like arguments and stuff like that in like immediately, because with the 5 of Swords, because of this fear that when you find that perfect person, you start to like kind of, you nitpick them apart, you know? So I feel like you're nitpicking them apart and be like, oh yeah, why do they care about their, like, the way their hair looks so good? Like, why do they care about how their hair looks if it's just gonna be me? Like, why do they spend so much time at the office today? Or like why are their friends like very, very like this? Or You know, how come, like, you know, you start nitpicking everything and like nothing really, like, it's just because you're trying to find something wrong with this person so you can find an excuse not to date them, to not pursue this connection, and not have to face actually falling in love with them and giving this a chance, taking a risk and falling in love all over again. So yeah, you watch out for that. But that's how powerful and beautiful this connection is. Pile 667. The Magician, yeah. So again, like Spirit was like obviously pushing this connection, showing you that this is something magical and special. It hits all the boxes and then some. So like this is a high level connection. Look at that, the 1111 card. I feel like both of you kind of already know, like, this is going to be heading towards marriage and long-term commitment, and you know, a lot of happiness in the home together, so and family life. So they both of you know this, and that's why your fear starts to come up. You both are just probably taken aback how quickly it happens, like how quickly your fear sets in. It's just because it's so very freaking obvious that this is the one, you know, or like close to the one, but for most of you it's the one. Okay, so what does Spirit have to say about this? Don't lose your faith in the situation. Yeah, so that's the number one thing. Spirit is saying, like, you're going to be tested. You're going to have your fears come up, your shadow self. You're going to feel like torn apart, whether you can trust this person or not. You're going to try to find any little small thing to kind of dismiss this connection. And Spirit's like, don't lose faith. Don't lose faith. If you know deep down in your heart and your gut and the depths of your soul and your being that this is the right person for you, don't let anything shake your faith. Okay, what does their higher self want to say to you? I feel you here with me. Yeah, so I feel like once you two meet in the physical, or meet again in the physical, you don't separate. Even if, like, physically you're in different spaces, your energies do not separate. So you're forever entangled energetically with this person. So take that however it resonates, but I'm going spiritual here, and this is what I'm channeling. So what I'm getting is just like, your energies are so deeply entangled that you two are with each other, whether, like, even if you're physically not, from this moment on. Okay, and then lastly, what does Spirit have to say about this connection and what's happening for the rest of the year? Temperance, you're finding your internal rhythm of balance and peace despite any outside conflict. Though it may have been a long process, you're being asked to have a little more patience as you integrate these healing energies. Yeah, so since this is like the one, I feel like, and you both kind of have so much fun and know it right away, you might also have a lot of issues pop up right away, because you're projecting your deepest fears in regards to relationships towards each other immediately. So it might seem like it's rocky, like this isn't it, but no, it's because you both know it's it. You start mirroring your deepest, darkest fears in relationships towards each other. And so Spirit's like, just have a little bit of patience. I know it's been a long process for you to get here, to find the one, because you had to improve yourself a lot, learn a lot from past relationships, and, you know, trust yourself to get out there and love again. Like, and you've done all that, and you're finally here. So whatever is your shadow self is throwing at you, take it, deal with it, beat it. You can. This is it. This is the final battle. All right. Beautiful 667. I am so excited for you. This is such good news. Very exciting. It seems like it's just going to pop up out of nowhere and feel so special. The Star card, wish granted. So there you go. It's gonna be like a wish granted. Like, it's gonna come through like a shooting star on a random day. So it's gonna be very surprising, very beautiful, and make you very, very happy. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If it resonated, I really appreciate a like or comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 955 with the Lepidolite. Let's look at what they think is going to happen between the two of you between now and the end of the year. Queen of Cups, okay. They feel like you're going to be taking care of each other a lot. So they definitely feel this kind of nurturing, supporting, sharing beautiful words of encouragement and complimenting each other a lot. At least they want to compliment you a lot. They want to be in your good graces, I'm hearing, and just be there for you. So I'm getting a lot of energy of like, I just want to be there for you. I want to support you. I just want you to know that you can rely on me, that I love you, and I just want to be able to hold you, spend time with you. A lot of really caring energies I'm getting. I'm too afraid to talk to you. Okay. Because I feel like you might have told them that you weren't sure about this connection, or you don't know how you felt about them, or if they were capable of moving forward with this connection or even having a relationship or something. They might have felt like they did something wrong, made a mistake, made a huge boo-boo in the connection, and you're like, I don't know if I want to talk to you. I don't know, like I have important things going on in my life. I don't know if I can handle you in my life right now when there's so much other stuff going on. So there's that kind of like I feel like you're kind of like, I don't want you to come in and mess things up for me. Like I don't know if I could trust you to be like on your best behavior and actually love and support me, or if you're just gonna like ghost me, or if there's just like false lies, false promises. So I feel like they did something to hurt you or make you doubt this connection, but they're like, no, I'm here for you. I want to show you that I'm here for you. Like, don't think that. Okay. Queen of Wands. Yeah. So they're definitely feeling like, no, I gotta show you that I want to be around you. I want to hold your hand. I want to have dinners with you. I want to know what's going on in your life day to day. I want to know what's, I want to hear from you. I want to make sure everything's okay. I want to like be there every step of the way. I want to be there to be able to text you and know what you're doing and know if I can pick up ice cream for you, or give you words of encouragement before you have to go in for whatever, an appointment or this or that. They really want to show you that they want to be really involved in your life, and that you can rely on them and they can be there for you. They want to show you that they want to be, that they enjoy being a part of your life and part of your day. Ideation. So because this card came out in reverse, I feel like both of you are kind of like, I don't know, you might have felt like you were being too idealistic with this connection in the past, pile 955, and so you don't want to get your hopes up, but you still kind of hope that things will work out between the two of you, because they're speaking such sweet words. They're showing plan and action, and they have high hopes for this connection too, and you're just kind of like being a little bit more cautious this time around. Love came out, the love card. Okay, so they have an incredible amount of love for you, and they want to show it to you. They want to prove it to you. They want to be there for you. I feel like they're trying to like level up the connection, and you're like not sure about it, or they might have made a mistake in the recent past, and they're trying to like show you, no, like they're serious about this. Or they have this new, evolved, more grand love for you that they've just discovered, and that they just fell harder in love with you recently, and so they just want you to see that it's being reflected in their actions and the connection between the two of you. So they have like fallen in love with you even deeper, and they want deeper commitment. They want to show you that they genuinely care about you, want to be there for you. This is really cute, that I could see your side too. Okay, so let me just pull a quick one card of like what you think might happen between now and the end of the year between you and this person. Eight of Wands, things moving quickly. So you're like, whatever happens, whatever direction this goes in, things are going to move rapidly. Because I feel like you have a lot of things going on in your life. So you already know that things are moving quickly for you in your life in a positive direction. And so you know, like, whether this connection is moving forward, which it seems like most likely it is for most people, or if it's just something you need to like cut out of your life and move on from, like, you know, things are going to happen pretty quickly. You can just see it from the other areas of your life that things are moving very rapidly in, and it's not slowing down, it's just getting faster, I'm hearing. Okay. Vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. Yeah. And so you're really worried about giving time and attention to this person or this connection, because like you have worked through a lot of depression and anxiety because of this person, I'm hearing. Maybe you were going through challenges at work, or challenges with health, or challenges in other areas of your life, and they weren't really there for you. And so now you're worried that now that an important time in your life is coming in right now for you, or it's coming up. You don't want to worry that this person is going to repeat those same habits or behaviors towards you. And so you're being very careful, and you're like, no matter what happens, I'm not going to be distracted from the many things I have going on between now and the rest of the year. And you're being very cautious about that. You're like, I'm not going to sink into a deep depression. I'm not going to have anxiety over this person and whether they're going to do the right thing or not by me. You're just kind of focusing on how the things that are going to keep you busy. But there's a little bit of worry that like this person is going to, that the two of you are going to repeat a cycle or something. All right. So let's look into what Spirit is saying is actually going to happen in this connection. Just popped out in hand in the card. So Six of Swords and Page of Pentacles. I'm getting this feeling of like, I'm not going anywhere. So I feel like you're kind of stuck because you have a lot of things going on right now in your current location. And if you happen to move or need to move for a short period of time somewhere else, they're like, I'm coming with you. But if you are stuck where you are, they're going to cancel their trips and their events, and they're going to stay where you are. So they're very much going where you are going. And if you're staying, they're staying. So I'm getting physical location. So that, and I'm getting it like, you know, you might have things in regards to family and work and health, things like that, that might have you kind of stay where you are, or have you go somewhere else or move somewhere else. And this person is saying, wherever you go, I go. This is something new for you, and I feel like you're not sure how to like how it's going to go. But in the time being, you're like, okay, I can use this right now. I can use the support right now. So you're like, this is something new. We're trying something new here. Not knowing if this page is going to turn into a knight, into a more like long-term situation, into a king and queen of pentacles, into a solid marriage, a solid relationship, a solid thing between the two of you, a solid project, goal. But you're like, this is something new, and I'm willing to kind of go with it just because, you know, you could probably use the help right now. Two of Swords, and they came out face down. So it's like, you really don't know what direction this is going to go. You're just kind of like, I'm busy right now. I have to focus on the many things that are right in front of my life right now that are very important. I knew this was a busy time for me. You don't have time to think about what direction this connection is going to go, but if they want to be there to help you right now, then you'll take that. You're like, I'll take it. Okay, what else is happening in the connection? I'm absolutely in love with you. Yeah, love. So they are genuinely and actually very much deeply in love with you, and they are, I mean, they would be sad if you said no to them, but they wouldn't be sad for spending this time with you, helping you out, even if you choose to say no to them later. Like, they are happy to be by your side. They're happy to like cancel plans, cancel events, or not go to certain places, or stay with you or something, if that means that they get to spend that time with you. They genuinely are actually in love with you. I feel like they like just admitted it to themselves, or just realized it, or like they just felt more deeper in love with you, and they're going through a cycle of like, you know, when you fall deeper in love with someone, you're just kind of obsessing over them and doing all these things for them, right? Six of Pentacles. Yeah, the 6-6. Yeah, it is definitely like one person's giving and one person's definitely taking, and I feel like it's them giving and you're taking because of obvious situations. But neither of you feel guilty about it. It's kind of actually, it feels right at this time. And the Death card. Okay. So both of you know, like, whatever happens after this connection, it's going to be different. So like the number 955 in numerology is kind of like you have the ability to create like a better life for yourself and others right now by making like consciously making positive and productive choices, from Joanne's scribes, clearing yourself of limiting beliefs, and that your efforts that was put towards making positive changes in your life will have many long-term benefits. These important changes will bring about auspicious new opportunities to take full advantage of, and an influx of abundance and success in your life to continue living confidently in your best divine life. So I'm getting that like you are co-creating with this person, with your person 955. You're making sure that things resonate with you, and if they don't, like, you're going to discard them. It's productive. Like, you're being productive. You're being positive. You're like, nothing's going to get me down from accomplishing these things that like are health related, family, or work related. Because I feel like you're like, I'm doing things, I'm busy. And if you want to help, that's fine. But I'm pushing my life in the right direction. I'm making important decisions and important actions, and I'm following through on them. Nothing's going to stop me. If you want to help, that's fine, but you're not going to stop me, or not going to stop me again this time. And because you're making these positive changes, you're going to see a lot of abundance come through for yourself. You're taking care of getting health, family, home, or work. And so you're going to reap the rewards for this situation. It's going to be good for you. Pile 955 is going to be good for you individually, specifically. And therefore it could be good for the connection, but there's also a opportunity for you to let go of this connection and move on to a better one. But that's up to you, like what you want to do with this connection. I mean, it looks like it's up to you. Hills, obstacles to overcome. Yeah, because it's kind of like, if you want to move this forward, like, obviously there's a reason why you're kind of like pulling away, and they're trying to pull you back in. Okay, so the Death card, I'm just gonna quick clarify. Strength, yeah, because I feel like you're like, I can't deal with this situation anymore, and so there's like a death of the connection. Definitely. I feel like there's like a karmic debt being paid by this person to you, so don't feel guilty if you are spending time with them and receiving a lot of help and support from them. I feel like they kind of burnt you out. So you're like, okay, I'm just getting like back what I gave to them in this connection in the past or something. And in not an vengeful way, but just kind of like okay, I scratched your back and you can finally scratch mine back. Nine of Wands, yeah. There's a lot of energy and effort that went into this connection. There was a lot of love here, pure and genuine. Let's see. The Hanged Man. It took a long time for them to kind of come through in this way. So I feel like at this point you're already burnt out. You're already moving on to try to work on other things in your life to move your life forward, because this person was not. It was holding you back, actually. What does Spirit have to say about this? Oh. Continue your spiritual studies. Yeah, so Spirit's like, continue doing what you're doing. You know exactly what you're what's good for you right now. What does their higher self have to say to you? I'm ready to take this leap of faith. Yeah, so it's like the Hanged Man is finally in reverse. It's finally ready to move forward, but I feel like you're kind of in this like, I don't know if I am anymore kind of place. Eight of Pentacles. You've planted the seeds and are hard at work on building your reality. Your effort isn't going unnoticed by the universe, yeah? Or those around you. Soon you'll be seeing the results of your mastery. Don't give up now. Yeah, so Spirit's like saying, stay focused. If you want to take help from this person, that's fine. But focus on what you have planned for from now to the end of the year, because you have specific things planned and you're kind of like, this connection's done. Like, I don't have time to think about it. I'm not going to put energy and effort into it. If they want to put energy and effort into it for me, that's fine. But I have to put my energy and effort elsewhere. So Spirit's just like, just think of that. And you don't have to focus on other things. In regards to this connection, Spirit's like, you're gonna see options. Like, you're gonna see how things kind of fall in place after you kind of get through this like busy time for you. In terms of how to deal with them, Death card, yeah. I think it's best that you kind of let the connection die of natural causes. I'm getting, so like, if they see that you're like moving forward and you're doing well with your life, and you're not really paying too much attention to them, and you're not giving energy and effort to the connection anymore, like they'll realize that, and they might like slowly back off if it's like something you don't want. But if they see that you want to kind of revive this connection, but you're not going to be the one who does it, like they're going to have to be the one who puts in energy and effort to restart this connection, they're going to do that. So it's really, either way, there's a death of the old connection, and either there's a birth of the new if they put in the effort, or you're going to see some options in the future. Either way, it's a win-win for you, so you don't have to worry about it. I know they're in love with you and you care for them, so it might be a sad thing, but Five of Swords, God, isn't it nice to not be fighting this person anymore? You know, when they say that when a couple stops fighting, that's when you stopped fighting for the connection. I feel like you stopped fighting. You're like, I'm not fighting for this connection anymore. You two don't argue. There's nothing. They might want to be around you, have fun, give you love and support, put some energy into this connection, invest in this connection, but it might be too late. It really depends on you. And the future of this connection, Ten of Swords in reverse, yeah. I think you just double down. I think towards the end of this connection, you might realize you have more options and choices, because instead of putting energy and effort into something that was dead, which was that connection between you and this person, you start putting energy and effort into other areas of your life, and you've leveled up. And so you probably might find that you want to find someone who's on your, next level. And so you double down on not giving this connection any energy or effort to kind of let it die of natural causes. I don't know what to say. There's a heartbreak here, but it's not yours. I don't like to see that anywhere, but yeah, sometimes people just don't wake up until it's way too late. And good riddance, I guess. I feel like I'm sad saying that, because like you're still in it and you're like, yeah, like still hanging out with this person, still talking to them, still being friendly, but I don't want to see them hurt. They don't, I don't want to feel like I'm taking advantage of the situation, and you're not. It's a karma thing. A karma thing. All right, so pile 955, I hope you enjoy this reading. Keep with your efforts. I see beautiful results from that. Spirit's like really encouraging you with like pom-poms, like cheerleading you on. So I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. A like or comment would really help me out and help this channel out. And I hope, hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light.